Turn it down just a little bit more for the introduction. As always, welcome to our weekly practice, Ibada Kamili. Coming into your comfortable seated position. Start with just a little slight movement. Help transition your mind into the practice we're getting ready to begin. A few breaths. Go ahead and take a cleansing breath. Deep inhale through the nose. And slow exhale, sigh it out. Ibada Kamili, the complete ritual, honoring the sacred. Pumzi, centering the breath. And Guvu, channeling your energy. Window, flowing through motion. Kari, listening and meditation. Takatifu, honor the sacred. In this moment, we hold space for the divine and eternal ancestor, your higher power, however that exists for you. When we honor the sacred, we honor the sacred both within ourselves and that which is external to ourselves. But in truth, we recognize that everything is connected. Everything we consider to be external is still a part of us. See your entire soul self as the altar. In this moment, feel free to dedicate your practice again to your higher power, to the ancestors, even to a loved one, perhaps even to yourself, because you are sacred. Feel the divine within you. As we honor the sacred with our being, we also honor the sacred with our intention. Tonight's practice we dedicate to grounding, stability, peace, for all aspects of the soul self, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, and universal. Pumzi, sense the breath. Bring your right hand to your chest, left hand to your core. 4 breaths together. Inhale. Exhale, relax the body. Inhale. Exhale, calm your emotions. Inhale. Exhale, clear your thoughts. Inhale. Exhale, open to spirit. One more breath together. Inhale. Exhale. connect to all. Allow yourself to be centered with the breath. And in keeping with our grounding intention, as you breathe, imagine that you're taking that inhale and bringing that breath up from the earth itself. Flowing up and then flowing out. Deep inhale, slow exhales, our breath serving as our root. Continue to breathe. Feel free to release the hands if you wish. And Guvu, channel your energy. In this moment, we connect to visualization and sensation, connected to our internal and external energy. Allow yourself to imagine yourself literally rooted into the earth. Beginning as a seed, buried in the ground, and then slowly growing, developing, expanding, and yet always having your roots. How do your roots visually manifest for you? You can give them a color. You can imagine their vibration. How far do they extend? We've learned in science that trees communicate to each other, also using their roots. So your roots do not have to be solitary. Your grounding, your strength is in community with others. Who and what helps keep you rooted? Who helps keep you balanced and stable? Deep inhales, slow exhales. Allow this rootedness to extend throughout your body. Recognize that that system of stability exists within your entire being. Even the highest parts of yourself are affected by your roots at the bottom. And our stable grounding gives us stability and strength to withstand the winds that try to blow us over, the circumstances that might bring us stress. The high energy of the holidays. We can withstand it all We acknowledge and honor our roots. The better our grounding, the better our peace. Continue to breathe. When you're ready, window, flow through motion. Inhale the arms up, slowly reach up. Feeling that stability from the root, extending up to the crown. On the exhale, you can slowly bring the hands down. And continue that motion for as many times as you wish. Inhale, bring the arms up. Only bringing the arms and palms back down when you can feel completely stable. With your foundation fully grounded, your foundation strong. Deep inhale, slow exhale. And when you are ready, find your freedom in your motions. In keeping with our intention, move from the ground up with your motion. For myself, I'm still in my cross-legged seated position. But in this moment, I feel a special kind of connection through my mat to the floor, visualizing my roots all the way down into the earth. While my body extends up toward the heavens. My arms reaching like tree branches. As you flow through motion, flow with your visualization. Seeing what keeps you stable and strong. As always, find your freedom. Listen to the energy within, honoring all parts of the soul self, the body, the heart, the mind, the spirit, the all. Deep inhale, slow exhales. Moving from the ground up, from root to crown. And as you explore your motion, explore your groundedness within that motion. In seated position, of course, it is your bottom which holds the most of your foundation. But you do not have to be limited to a seated position. All positions have an element of grounding, whether it's on your back or on your feet. So explore that for yourself. For me, coming into a wide leg seated pose. In this position, I feel as though my roots have expanded, stretched even further. In the same way, my branches expand up. My roots can expand down, going ever wider, taking up space. Ask yourself, how do you allow your roots to take up space? Deep inhale, slow exhales. Keeping in connection with all dimensions of the soul self. Listening not just to the body, listen to all parts of your being. And remember that in freedom of flow and freedom of motion, window, you also have the freedom of stillness. If you come into a position where you feel you need to hold and ground further, do so. Deep inhales, slow exhales. Explore different positions. Explore different sensations. Explore different ways to expand your grounding. Deep inhales, slow exhales. Ibada Kamili, the complete ritual. Takatifu, honor the sacred. Pumzi, center the breath. And Guvu, channel the energy. Window, flow through motion. Kutafakari, listen in meditation. Wherever you are in your motion, if you haven't changed from your current position, try a different way of grounding. I'm coming from seated into hands and knees. And simply coming into stillness here. Assessing how my rooting changes in my visualization with the changing position. Feeling led to come into child's pose. So similar to how in a seated position you're rooted through your bottom. In a kneeling position, you're grounded through your knees, your palms, perhaps your toes, whatever is making contact with the earth in a way that stabilizes you, in a way that supports you. And take time in new positions. Think of them as the way circumstances change in life. When our position changes, it can affect how we feel grounded, how we feel stable. It's much easier to feel stable on your bottom than, say, standing on one foot. But it doesn't mean it's not impossible. So when you're free flow motion, challenge yourself to come into a difficult position where you don't usually feel grounded. And use that position, use that challenge to help strengthen your stability. Stability and balance tonight isn't about being stable just in some simple yoga pose. It's about feeling stable, grounded, balanced throughout the entirety of your being. And many times that means we need to slow down. Perhaps even be still completely. Listen to how you are led. Deep inhales, slow exhales. Are you listening? Are you focusing? If your mind has drifted off, bring it back. Deep inhale, slow exhale. Inhale, slow exhales, exploring your roots. With every movement, with every change in position, if you feel so led, and you're up to the challenge, and you have not explored already, come into standing and open yourself to try a one-legged tree pose. If you wish to engage in tree, there are different ways you can do so. Beginning with the feet grounded, you can bring one heel to the opposite ankle. Hands can be at heart center. You can bring your foot to your calf. Or up toward the thigh. And if any of these aren't accessible to you, if you need the assistance with your balance, feel free to use some. So if you need to hold on to the wall, do so. Remember that all movements, all practice is without judgment. This is about exploration. Remember to try both sides for balance. If you wiggle, it's okay. If you fall, try not to fall. If you fall safely. Remember, we are exploring and expanding our roots. And remember that exploring through this tree pose is optional. You've gone from seated to standing, whether now or at some point in your practice. Recognize the ways it feels different. Recognize the ways it feels the same. Remember, beyond the body. This is not about physical body balance, but about holistic balance within. Explore a tree for as little as you wish. Wherever you decide to transition, keep yourself rooted. I've come into a standing wide leg forward fold. Rooting through the soles of my feet and my palms. And listen to your body. If at any point you need to take a moment of rest, do so. Challenging myself in warrior positions. Pressing firmly through my feet. Inhale, slow exhale. And whatever you are in your motion practice, slowly begin to bring yourself toward what you choose as your final resting position. Don't transition into that pose just yet. Simply recognize that you'll be working your way there. And that happens sometimes. And that is okay. What's important is I safely caught myself and I am all right. And lo and behold, it put me in a very interesting position that feels pretty good. take that as spirit telling me it's time to get on this back. So again, coming into your final resting position. It can be on your back, full recline, or resting bridge. It could be on your side in a comfortable fetal position. You could even lie on your stomach, come into a cross-legged seated position, whatever best serves you. As you come into stillness, move into Kutafakari, listen in meditation. This is your time to reflect upon the fullness of the ritual. Takatifu, honor the sacred. Humzi, center the breath. And Gugu, channel the energy. Window, flow through motion. Kutafakari, listen and meditation. Open to messages from spirits, from the ancestors, from within. Bring your mind back to the moment. Movement back to your body. With your toes, your fingers, your torso. And if you are not already, come into a comfortable seated position. Back straight, chest lifted, eyes closed. Taking a last breath together, inhale the arms out and up. Reaching up our limbs, our branches as we expand our roots. Exhale, hands to heart center. The Kamili affirmation. My body bears strength, solid and firm. I am earth. My heart burns pure, a passionate flame. I am fire. My mind flows calmly, open and clear. I am water. My spirit breathes gently, a sacred breath. I am air. My being is empty of ego, yet encompasses all. I am space. My soul is a reflection of all existence. I am life, and I am complete. We give gratitude to Spirit for this practice, both individually and in community. Remember that yoga is not something you do on your mat. It is a way of life. I bow to you, we bow together. Asante, Ashe. Take a few moments to journal about your experience from today's practice. And for those with the recording, I look forward to seeing you for the next one. Those live, we will discuss in just a few moments.